Hi, thank you for joining me today as we take up A Course in Miracles, student workbook, lesson number 8. It's the end of our first week, and would love to hear from folks how you're doing with the lessons. You can text me at 907-351-3003. So here's workbook lesson number 8. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. This idea is, of course, the reason why you only see the past. No one really sees anything. He sees only his thoughts projected outward. The mind's preoccupation with the past is the cause of the misconception about time from which your seeing suffers. Your mind cannot grasp the present, which is the only time there is. It therefore cannot understand time and cannot, in fact, understand anything. The one wholly true thought one can hold about the past is that it is not here. To think about it at all is therefore to think about illusions. Very few have realized what is actually entailed in picturing the past or in anticipating the future. The mind is actually blank when it does this because it does not really think about anything. The purpose of the exercises for the body for today is to begin to train your mind to recognize when it is not really thinking at all. While thoughtless ideas preoccupy your mind, the truth is blocked. Recognizing that your mind has been merely blank rather than believing that it is filled with real ideas is the first step to opening the way to vision. The exercises for today should be done with the eyes closed. This is because you actually cannot see anything, and it is easier to recognize that no matter how vividly you might picture a thought, you are not seeing anything. With as little investment as possible, search your mind for the usual minute or so, merely noting the thoughts you find there. Name each one by the central figure or theme it contains and pass on to the next. Introduce the practice period by saying, I seem to be thinking about blank, whatever that is. Then name each of your thoughts specifically. For example, I seem to be thinking about the name of a person, or maybe the name of an object or an emotion, and so on, concluding at the end of the mind-searching period with, but my mind is occupied with past thoughts. This can be done 4 or 5 times a day unless you find it irritates you. If you find it trying, then 3 or 4 times a day will be sufficient. You might find it helpful, however, to include your irritation or any emotion that the idea for today may induce in the mind searching itself. So that's the end of this lesson. And now we're really starting to get into the heart of things, because as this lesson says, there's only now. This is the thing about time. When we realize that we are really only in the moment, the past is the past and the present is here, and the future has not arrived yet. And so in any given moment, we don't tend to be present. We tend to either be thinking about the past or thinking about the future. So this is really a beautiful exercise to come into now, into the moment, and realize that there is only this moment. And when you're thinking about anything else, you're allowing the past to influence it, most likely. So I hope you're enjoying these lessons, and I look forward to seeing you with lesson 9. Thanks again. Catch you next time.